In the wake of their November breakup, Conover opened up about the insecurities that plagued his relationship with Paige DeSorbo, shedding light on what ultimately led to their split. Southern Charm's Craig and Winter House star Paige seemed like one of reality TV's most attractive couples, but their dynamic wasn't always as seamless as it appeared on screen. Craig, known for his candid nature, admitted that the relationship wasn't without its struggles, particularly when it came to feeling like a priority in Paige's life. From the start, their relationship appeared to be a whirlwind romance, with the couple sparking interest as they connected on Winter House and continued to fuel speculation about their future together on Southern Charm. The two seemed well-matched in many ways, both driven, ambitious, and familiar with the reality TV spotlight. However, as their relationship deepened, Craig began to feel increasingly sidelined by Paige's career, social commitments, and busy lifestyle. This sense of neglect wasn't something Craig had anticipated when he first started dating her, and it became a major source of tension between them. One of Craig's biggest insecurities stemmed from the fact that Paige's schedule was often jam-packed with work, events, and appearances, and Craig struggled to feel included in that world. While Paige's career in the fashion and media industries kept her constantly on the move, Craig was left feeling as though their relationship was secondary to her commitments. Despite being supportive of her professional endeavors, Craig's feelings of being unimportant in her life started to take a toll on him. His emotional need to feel connected and prioritized was being unmet, which led to a growing frustration. Craig's vulnerability came through when he discussed how his relationship with Paige often felt one-sided. Despite their shared affection and physical chemistry, the emotional connection didn't always seem as balanced. Craig admitted that, at times, he would sit back and question whether he was truly valued in the relationship or if he was simply a convenience when Paige had free time. This uncertainty affected his self-esteem and added layers of doubt, which became increasingly difficult to ignore. Another aspect of their relationship that Craig found challenging was Paige's tendency to prioritize her friendships, which left him feeling somewhat like an afterthought. He acknowledged that while he didn't want to come off as controlling or possessive, he couldn't help but feel left out when Paige would often make plans with her friends, leaving him to fend for himself. This dynamic became even more evident as their relationship progressed, with Craig trying to navigate how to express his feelings without seeming needy or overbearing. However, these unresolved feelings of neglect continued to build up and contributed to the eventual breakdown of their romance. Craig also revealed that, at times, their communication about these issues was not as clear or effective as it could have been. He noted that when things started to feel off, he struggled with how to vocalize his insecurities without causing conflict. For someone who's typically open about his emotions on camera, it was surprising to many that Craig found himself keeping his frustrations internalized. This lack of communication only worsened the emotional distance between them. Paige, for her part, didn't always seem to fully grasp the depth of Craig's feelings. While she did acknowledge his concerns at times, her focus remained on her own busy schedule, which furthered the rift between them. The couple's differing priorities became more evident as time passed. Paige's thriving career, public appearances, and the demands of social media left her with limited time and energy for Craig. While she was always busy with work, Craig, on the other hand, was used to having more flexibility in his life and didn't always understand why Paige couldn't carve out more time for them. The reality of their different lifestyles created friction, and their personal worlds began to feel more and more disconnected. By the time the breakup occurred, the cracks in their relationship were too wide to repair. Craig reflected on how he never truly felt like Paige's number one priority. In his view, she was often preoccupied with her own commitments, leaving little space for their relationship to flourish. His feelings of insecurity only grew as he came to terms with the realization that their fundamental needs as a couple were misaligned. As the months went by, Craig's perspective on the relationship became clearer. He admitted that, while he had deep affection for Paige, he simply couldn't continue in a relationship where he didn't feel valued. For someone who had worked hard to build his own career and personal brand, it was crucial for Craig to feel like a partner in a relationship, not just an accessory. His emotional needs were valid, and in the end, he realized that staying in the relationship was doing more harm than good for both of them. Paige, too, had her own perspective on the breakup. While she valued the time they spent together, her focus on her career and the challenges of maintaining a long-distance relationship ultimately made it difficult to meet Craig's emotional needs. Paige has always been a fiercely independent individual, and her career often took precedence over personal relationships. For her, the idea of being a constant support system for someone else while managing her own ambitions became increasingly difficult to balance. Although their relationship ended, Craig and Paige have both moved on and continued to thrive in their own respective careers. Craig has stayed active in his business ventures, including his pillow line, and remains a fan favorite on Southern Charm. Paige has continued to build her personal brand and solidify her position in the media world, focusing on her career and her friendships. While their breakup wasn't easy, both have expressed a desire to remain on good terms, acknowledging that their time together helped them grow as individuals. Looking back, Craig's feelings of insecurity and neglect in the relationship weren't something he could easily overlook. He needed a partner who could offer the emotional connection and mutual support he craved, which, unfortunately, Paige wasn't always able to provide. The pressure of balancing personal and professional lives ultimately took a toll on their relationship, leading to a breakup that, while painful, seems to have been the right decision for both of them. The lesson, as Craig learned, was that emotional needs and clear communication are crucial to maintaining a healthy relationship, something that was harder to achieve in the context of their busy, high-profile lives. Ultimately, Craig and Paige's breakup serves as a reminder that even in the most glamorous relationships, feelings of neglect and insecurity can manifest if there is a lack of balance and mutual effort. As they both continue to focus on their individual lives, the lessons learned from their time together will undoubtedly shape their future relationships, helping them avoid the same pitfalls that led to their split.